MF, A Garden's Dew, introspective poem-esque story. As I walk along my garden of memories with the lightest of my steps, the stars they speak a language that's said to me in the slightest of a breath. The dew within this garden gathers plenty but it's cleft, yet the brightest of them all are the dreams we hold abreast. A once blissful place of solitude for those who lost their way, dreams are now reality upon which I hold sway. In this garden I've created, by planting every seed, it's been nurtured and remembered so as to turn from thoughts unseen. The twinkles and reflections of the stars within the dew helps bring me back to the times and places that I choose. Within the drops that perch upon the leaves, the thorns and fronds, I see all that I can be as though it's crystal on a pond. In this basin where the dew collects by past-made trails, we see that all rivers start with the springs who melted winter's grail. The snow it falls and slides, then it thaws within the shale. Even that which we deem frozen can melt from heat that cracks the frail. As my garden dies in winter, my tears they turn to hail, yet I know since it's fallen I can rest and will prevail. Now spring brings sun and rain, the heat and cold are coming too, my garden must stay strong, but this will strengthen it anew. With leaves and blooms aplenty, each hold a memory and dew, those stars are shining bright upon the plants of green and blue. After spring we must face summer, the sun it bakes and browns and brands. My garden's search for water might just be its final stand. But in the night we find what might be an answer to our prayers, for with the morning light the dew is resting and prepared. I see back to the spring, and now the winter too, we know this dew holds memories and maybe starlight too. When finally the summer gives way to fall's embrace, we don't forget the struggle or the dew, our saving grace. The heat now turns its back with a chill across its spine, this cycle must continue until the end of time. My garden knows that memories are something to hold dear, yet holding them too tightly is just an element of fear. Fall shows us the wisdom of letting go in time, because if we hold too tightly then the nettle turns to vine. Everything we see just wilts while winter cheers as it takes its place like dew, a garden's only tears. Now the dew it was a savior, a companion most sublime, so let us take a look at what the dew creates with time. With the starlight and the leaves, it falls and gathers too, the dew is like ourselves because it takes more than a few. Eventually we see, when at once we cannot choose, a pond that's made of crystal with the starlight shining through. Memories collected, of those there are a few, your mind it is the garden and the dew is what makes you.